Hello, how's it going? Hey, we are here for the update for the week of June 18th. Happy belated Father's Day, since this is for the week of started with Father's Day, but I'm taping it on Monday, so it's day after Father's Day for those of you who are dads or have in one way or another stepped in the role of a dad. Happy Father's Day. And so for the beginning of the update, as always, it's the weight loss progress. I am at 277.6, so no longer on a plateau. I'm back to losing, albeit it's a very small loss, not quite half a pound, but gosh dang it, it's a loss. And I think part of that is because I did not get out as much as I hoped to do last week. It's just amazing. It's summertime, so you would think without all the school schedule and doing stuff that I would have more time, but I don't, because the kids are off of school, but they still have other things and stuff. And with my wife working right now, she's a teacher. She's doing summer school for the first 3 or so weeks of the summer. That means I have to pick up some of the stuff that she would be able to help do, like certain errands and things like that. You know, she would take some of them, I would take some of them. Well, that means I have to do all of them for getting things ready for stuff. So anyway, I did get out last week. I did 5 miles at the old Atherton Road to Paradise Point training trail. So I didn't bother, recording that or anything. I posted some pictures on Instagram and things like that. But because that's a trail we've done many times, I didn't bother recording anything and putting it on the YouTube channel. But it was 5 miles training, and I had hoped to get out again later in the week, but I was not able to because just things were just not letting my schedule do it. A lot of stuff that I was getting to. Stayed active, that's a good thing. And also on, I think it was Saturday, we headed out and did some errands and a little bit of shopping for my daughter's trip to college that's coming up in a month or so, up in Sacramento. And we also stopped at IKEA to pick up a few things, and that meant the IKEA restaurant. I pushed it right up to my limit on my daily calories, but that's okay. Still lost. I might have lost a little bit more if I hadn't hit that old IKEA thing, but that's the way it goes. But yeah, so almost half a pound lost, and a 5 mile hike. So this week I hope to do a minimum of 10. Now whether I do that in several small hikes or one long one or 2 5-milers, I don't know, because I'm bumping into a couple of issues. Well, number one, specifically this week. Yesterday it was 108 degrees by the afternoon, and we are forecast for the rest of the week, all the way through Friday, to be in triple digits, and not like 100, 101, 105 or higher. There's even one or 2 days forecast for 110 by the afternoon, which puts my really decent hiking window to early morning only. So that's going to be a challenge, because of the other thing I'm bumping into is a lot of the stuff that I want to hike, because number one, it's interesting for me because it'll be new places that I haven't been, and it will be interesting for you because it'll be places I haven't been, and therefore I will film it and put it on the YouTube channel. The only problem with that is all those places are now about an hour away. They're like, Round Valley that I've done a couple of times. That took me just under an hour to get to. Now, if my hiking window, because I don't want to mess right now, when I'm training, I don't want to mess with heat exhaustion and things like that. So I need to, at least for this week, get my hike in the morning before we get up into the 100 degrees. So with that window, getting the hike in and done before noon, um, if I have to drive an hour, that means either getting up extremely early in the morning, which I, I, I may still do, um, but it's not always practical because I do have other things to do in the evening, which means I don't get to bed, early enough to get up early in the morning. Because it doesn't do any good to do any hiking if I'm not going to enjoy it. If I'm going to be so tired because I only got a couple hours sleep, you know. But so yeah, either getting up very early in the morning, getting there, getting the hike done, and I get back, or the window is closed. It's just or hike local here, which I may end up doing that too. So that's what I'm looking at. So I'm pushing for 10 miles hiked this week. Whether that's going to be a new hike or just me hitting the training trails, I don't know. But I will get the miles in because right now that's important. That's the training. That's me trying to lose weight doing that and keeping myself in that, working on my stamina and stuff like that. So right now, at least for this week with the heat, the priority is getting the miles in, not necessarily getting a new place in. So I don't know if I'll have any new trails up on the YouTube channel. I am still working on a hiker tip, and the first one will be about ticks. I have a whole bunch of stuff set aside and ready to do for that. I just have to actually film me talking about it and then splicing that stuff in. So that's what we're looking at. This heat wave will make things interesting. But I do, today I've got some other stuff going on, so I'm recording this and then I'll be moving on to some other things. Tomorrow I'm hoping to get up about the same time I did this morning, 7-ish, and getting out, probably not anywhere far off, probably on one of the training trails, and doing that, and getting back home before the heat hits and taking care of that. And then later in the week, if my schedule allows it, I may get up really early and take a run out to one of the outlying, further away places and get that hike. We'll see. But shooting for 10 miles, almost half-pound loss, so I'm down to 277.6, and that's pretty much our update for June 18th, everybody. I thank you, as always, so much for those of you who are sitting here looking at me, talking to you through this camera. I appreciate your support. I'm seeing comments on either the YouTube channel itself, or I've gotten a couple on Instagram lately and things like that, and I really appreciate all that. And off we go. I hope you all have a good week, and I will talk to you next week.